49.8 seconds to go in a half. It's Lebanon 28, Mount Juliet 7.
If you're looking...
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Rudy Kalis and the WSMV crew here from Friday Night Lights.
See if they can pin the Bears up again. 49.8 seconds to go. Lebanon with a 3-touchdown lead.
Lebanon spent the first quarter pinned up in their own, deep in their own territory. They've had Mount Juliet deep in theirs the whole second. Here's Lee's kick, long and high and deep, and stepping into the end zone, and had to go back into the end zone to make the grab. Jawan Clemens caught it, but he had his momentum carried him into the end zone, so they'll bring it out to the 20, and the Bears will start at their own 20. They've got 80 yards to go with 49.3 seconds, but Tommy, you called it a moment ago. This Brown kid's got an arm. You can't take anything for granted here.
Hey, throwing into the wind's no big deal for him. And they could try to take a cheap shot to just take it all the way. No, they're going to run it.
They give it to Humes, and he's got a big hole up the middle. Humes at the 30, to the 35, and dropped there. A gain of 15 by Chris Humes, who's tearing the Blue Devil defense all to pieces running up that middle. And he's going to have, I would say, in a neighborhood of 100 yards here in the first half. Mike Manning's got the total over there.
He has 17 carries, 87 yards so far.
First and 10 for the Bears at the Lebanon, at their own 35. Clock running under 40 seconds. And again, now Brown going to throw. That one was tipped and dropped up at the 49-yard line. It still got into the hands of receiver, and I think a Blue Devil got a hand on that thing when Brown turned it loose, but it still hit his receiver, but he couldn't hold it up at the 49. It's an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock with 32.5 seconds remaining.
Sophomore Jeffrey Fagan was open right in front of the Lebanon bench. It just trickled off his hands. Incomplete. Clock stop. 32.4 seconds left.
Brown the quarterback, Humes the running back, two wideouts to either side, and they give it to Humes, and the Blue Devils all over him at the line of scrimmage. Great play in there, but big number 71, Jamar Horton, a big sophomore, 290, made himself a great play, Tommy.
Well, the big nose man, Bob Lee and I talked about this a couple of weeks ago. The kid is big, but he moves well up and down that line of scrimmage. He plays from hash mark to hash mark really pretty well.
He got a good future. Nothing happens to that guy.
Well,
he got the size to play some football and the speed.
The officials are stopping the clock here. They had a problem with Billy Bates's helmet.
6.4 seconds remaining. This could be the last play of the first half.
Bates comes out. R.K. Grooms checks in at a rush end.
Four receivers out. Brown out of the shotgun for the Bears. Lebanon leading 28-7. Here's the snap. Brown going to take it and keep it. Rolls out, and he's hit just before he could throw the football. Big number 77 again for the Blue Devils. That is Tiger Kaysen. And the half will end there. It's halftime here at Notes Lasser, and it's Blue Devils 28. The Bears of Mount Juliet 7. After a 2-minute break, we'll be back with our halftime comments.
Clyde Harville has got the play-by-play.
Okay, Lee set the kick. Clemens is deep, and here's the kick. Long driving kick. 8 yards deep in the end zone. No return on that one. And they'll bring it out to the 20. Blue Devils leading 28-7, but you never feel safe. We saw them blow a 28-6 lead against Cookeville earlier in the season.
The third time tonight that Jacob Lee has backed them up with a touchback, and Mount Juliet will put it in play. First and 10 at their own 20. O'Rick, Jasper, Griffin, Adams, Gibson up front. Levi Brown is the quarterback. Chris Humes in the backfield, now joined by Jawan Clemens. Two backs in the backfield for the Golden Bears. Osborne, Sims, and Bruce are your receivers.
Humes and Clemens will stand on either side of Levi Brown, the quarterback. The snap is fumbled. Lebanon chasing Brown. Got a hand on him back there. Breaks one tackle, coming to the near side. Lebanon got another shot at him and dumped him back at the 16-yard line. Shoestring tackle. You thought he was going to get out of that one, but the linebacker, R.K. Grooms, come up, got enough of his legs to take his pins out from under him, and they wind up with a 4-yard loss. That could have been disastrous. They had him back at the 10, and he gets away. Lebanon with a man down.
Big Jamar Wharton, it looks like. Yes, that is Jamar, the sophomore nose man, was chasing Levi Brown. He's got to come out for a play. Jamar was chasing. Once again, a low snap kind of discombobulated that play before Mount Juliet could get things going. Mount Juliet operating into the wind. This reminder, this broadcast is coming to you on FM 98.9 WANT Lebanon.
Brown again flanked by 2 runners. Coming to the near side, gives it to Humes on a cutback. He crosses the 15, going to be dumped at the original line of scrimmage, which is the 20. And it will bring up 3rd and 10 now for the Bears, going into the teeth of a strong wind. That wind is really coming out of the south right now. The American flag, Old Glory, is standing straight out down there on the flagpole as the wind is blowing straight down the field. And Mount Juliet looking right into the teeth of it with a 3rd and 9 after they spot the ball at the 21. Brown comes up under the center. Brown back to throw. Pressure. Lebanon got a hand on him. Blue Devils still chasing him. Gets another hand on him and he dump him. Sack back inside the 10.
Arkey Grooms, Clyde, along with Peter Taylor and Devin Adams. Looks like they had a club meeting back at the quarterback. Big loss for the Bears as Lebanon brought the house on the blitz. Brought both outside linebackers. Mike Manning, what about the negative yards on the play?
Tommy, the ball was on the 20. It spotted on the 7. Loss of 13 on that play. They'll be kicking from the 7.
Sims will stand 5 yards deep in the end zone to hit it. And here is his kick. And again, a horrible kick. It's going to go out of bounds somewhere around the 20-yard line. Let's see where they're going to mark this thing. And all night tonight, either team's kicker has not had a decent kick, but they're going to mark it at the 25. That's pretty generous.
Kicking
Lebanon,
into that wind, and
nobody's had a good kick tonight.
nobody.
Either team.
And I don't know if there's a way to do it the way that wind is howling out of the south. Jack's been trying to go end over end with it and angle toward the sideline, and he just has not had much success.
1st and 10, Blue Devils at the Bear 25. And they hand it to the far side, trying to make a corner, trying to outrun a guy. Breaks one tackle, and here goes A.J. Stewart inside the 20. Down to the 18. Down to the 16 goes Stewart. Close to a first down, but maybe a yard shy. Stewart pulled away from a man back at the 25. Did a good job getting away from the man. Carries it all the way to the 17 where they'll spot it. It'll be 2nd down and 1 for the Blue Devils at the Bear 17.
Mount Juliet doing a good job of stringing the play out and making A.J. go wider and wider and wider, but he finally found a little cutback area and got back and got some positive yardage on the play.
Hall and Williams to the near side, and Stewart across the action. And here goes Arkey Grooms up the middle. He's got enough for the first down. He makes the 15-yard line and is dumped there. Boy, they're keeping their eye on that big guy. They're not letting him get a lot of running room up that middle. They'll spot it right at the 14. They give him a pretty good spot on that to the 14-yard line, where it's 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils at the Bear 14. Lebanon with a 28-7 lead, 9:38 to play here in the 3rd period at Lebanon Snokes Lassiter Field.
Lebanon came with the counter. They had run the jet sweep to Stewart the play before. They fake it, and Arkey Grooms kind of tucks it away and cuts it upfield for first down yardage.
1st and 10 for the Blue. Williams and Hall to the near side, and again they bring A.J. Stewart to the near side. Got some running room to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Lebanon! A.J. Stewart takes it to the house, and the Blue Devils jump on top 34-7.
Bobby Brown found something he liked with that jet sweep. He ran it right, faked it, then came back and ran it to the left, and A.J. Stewart gets it in the end zone. Bob Lee, it looked pretty good right there.
Tommy, was a thing of beauty getting around the outside. Once he got outside, no one was going to touch him. Jacob Lee on to kick the extra point. Todd Cross to hold. Set the ball club. He asked for the snap. The snap's back. The hold's good. The kick's up. It's long. It's good. With 9:08 left in the 3rd quarter. It's Lebanon 35. Mount Juliet 7.
is up 35-7.
Here's Jacob Lee's kick. It's a grounder picked up at the 3 by Clemens. Back to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Dump at the 20. He may have made the 21 and pushed back there. Did I see a late flag come in? No, I guess I didn't. Seeing things. The ball will be at the 20.
So once again, Mount Juliet starts at their own 20. Not by virtue of the touchback, but Jacob Lee kicks a grounder down there. I don't know if his legs getting a little tired, as much oomph as he's putting in those long kickoffs.
9:01 to play in the third. 35-7. Handoff up the middle, and here comes Humes with the football. Blasts out a late flag over the 25 to the 26 to the 27. Going to be pulled down there, and a late flag coming in at about the 26 is where the flag will be dropped, and let's see what the call is going to be. Evidently it's going to be against Lebanon.
Face mask. John Todd, the referee, explaining the options to the Mount Juliet captain, Stephen Whitehouse.
Flag is just over the Mount Juliet 25.
So it came at the end of the run, so they're going to get plus yardage from the end of the run.
It'll cost them 5, and they put it out to the 32. That's a 7-yard penalty.
Ball's at the 32-yard line.
Anyway, it's a 1st and 10 for the Bears. 1st and 10. Mount Juliet Bears at their own 32. Lebanon jumped and made contact. That'll cost them 5 more. Big number 76 couldn't hold it for Lebanon. A little bit too anxious. Alan McCool jumped over and made contact before he could get back. So that'll cost the Blue Devils 5 more. And put the ball out to the 37, where it will be 1st down now and 5. 1st and 5 for the Bears at their own 37. Good field position. Well, this is the best field position they've had since the first period. Handoff in the backfield. Coming to the near side is Humes, trying to get free. Breaks the 40, makes the 41, near the 42. Got enough for the 1st down, and the Bears will move the chains once again. Chris Humes made a Blue Devil miss him. That was Kaysen, I believe, that he just faked out of his pants almost in the backfield there. He's a shifty little runner.
Humes does a great job attacking the line of scrimmage, and I think if Tiger Kaysen had it to do over again, he wouldn't be in such a hurry to get upfield. If he kind of slow pursues that, he doesn't get himself out of position.
3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. And quarterback keeper and the Blue Devils are all over that one, and Brown is going to be dumped for a loss back just inside the 40 at the 39. Making that play for the Blue Devils is Billy Bates. We've heard that name a few times tonight.
Bates, 5'11", 202-pound junior, playing at the tackle spot for the Bears. Mount Juliet looking at a 3rd and short. They bring Evan Brown in as a wide receiver. Mount Juliet
3rd and 2 for the Bears.
Going with the tight set.
And again, they hand it to Humes, and Humes has got good running room. He's at the 45 to the 50 to the 45 to the 40. Shockley chasing, will dump him at the Lebanon 30, down at the Lebanon 30-yard line. Shockley catches Humes from behind, or he was off to the races.
How many times do you see it? The short yardage situation when you're trying to get 4 yards and you pop the thing past the initial line of scrimmage. Good block at the line, at the point of attack by Mount Juliet. Humes in the backfield, Mike, for a big run.
Tommy, he had 31 yards on that run. That gives him 22 carries for the night, 134 yards.
And they give him the ball, and he makes a dive in there, and he's tripped up by Lebanon's Matt Bowles, who got an arm on a leg and just tripped him as he stepped over the 30, and he falls down to the 27, where it is going to be 2nd down and about 7 for the Bears now at the Lebanon 27. Bears on the move, trailing the Blue Devils 35-7. Almost 7 minutes to play in the 3rd period. Brown, toss sweep to the near side to Humes, and Humes goes straight up the middle again, crosses the 30, crosses the 25, over the 24, the 23, all the way down to the Lebanon 22, and it'll bring up 3rd and short. It'll be 3rd and 2. More like 3rd and a long yard for the Bears at the Lebanon 22-yard line.
Lebanon's got to make sure they get lined up properly. Mount Juliet came with the unbalanced look to the right.